I've decided not to take Gorus. Since he's melee only, in the late game, that's relatively useless. So yeah, I am gonna unfortunately leave him behind. It would have been awesome to have a Deathclaw on the team, but not here it wouldn't. Greetings, human. Hello, who are you? I am called Valdis, and you are? Glad to meet you. I'm Edge. How may I serve you? No offense to your fellow Deathclaws, but you sound more educated, shall we say. Yes, we are quite diverse in our levels of education. I'm doing my best to continue mine in my spare time. That's an excellent goal. Keep it up. What's your job? I'm currently guarding this area of the vault against any unauthorized personnel. Well, you certainly seem to know your job well. I think that's everything, Valdis. I wonder if they have inventories. I mean, they don't have any clothes. I don't know where they'd be keeping. Oh, fuck me. A little breeding grounds over here. I don't like this. Stop. You not go here. This place off limits. What is this place? Actually, who are you? A Jewel, pack warrior. I guard hatchery and I guard Mother. I'm Edge, Jewel, and I'd like to talk to Mother, please. You wait. I ask Mother. Mother says she talked to you. You go in, but you go alone. Your friends stay here. You not cause trouble. I don't want to hurt you, but I hurt you bad if you cause trouble. Are my friends staying? Good, well done, Valdis. No, not Valdis. Well done, Jewel. Well, there's just a hole in the wall here. I would love to talk to the Mother. Hello, Mama. Mama Deathclaw. Mama Claw. A human visitor is unexpected, but not unwelcome event. I am Kerith. Okay. So you are the Deathclaw Mother, huh? Yes, I am the current pack mother. After my egg hatch, the other mothers will have their turn. There are other mothers. Yes, there are other mothers. Should anything happen to me, one will be chosen to take my place. The pack must survive. I understand. Who is the Deathclaw father? These eggs were sired by Gruthar, the pack leader. It is Gruthar who decides who will mate and who will not. The pack will be made strong by Gruthar. That's a little bit fucked up. I don't like me any selective breeding. No, thank you. Especially when he chooses himself to be the dad. What a fucked up guy. You should be choosing Gorus. Get him some smarts. What happened to the door? It looks like it's seen better days. That is a painful memory. A treacherous human sneaked in here and planted a bomb among the eggs while I was asleep. Fortunately, he was not a stealthy leaving, and I awoke to find the bomb. There was not enough time to deal with the device properly, so I threw it at the door and placed myself between it and the eggs. The eggs and I survived. The door did not. How did this person get by the guard outside? The guard was added after the incident occurred. We were more trusting back then. Now we are more careful. What happened to this person? His name is Matt. And he is a prisoner here. Personally, I wanted him dead, but Gruthar would not allow it. I do not see the wisdom in this, but Gruthar's word is law, and he will be obeyed. Should you talk to this human, take care. He cannot be trusted. Okay, thank you, Deathclaw Mother. Who built this? We built the cave portion, and a human friend installed the door. He got the parts from a settlement northeast of here. That's nice. Well, I'll be leaving here now. Can I talk to your baby? I really want to meet a baby Deathclaw. It seems like, unfortunately, they're gone. Oh, they took the babies out before I arrived. That sucks. Well, let me back through, please. Thank you. Can I mess with any of your computers? Seemingly no. Do you have the equivalent of an overseer here? Who the hell are you? You look so boring, yet you're basically the overseer at this point. That's so sad. Why would they make you look like that? Oh, hello there. I'm Jim, or Jimmy. What you up to? Hi, Jim. I'm Edge. Can I ask some questions? It's a pleasure to meet you, Edge. I'd be happy to answer some questions. What do you do here? Well, we're having some computer problems, and I'm looking into it. Unfortunately, my forte is software, not hardware. Yes, Gruthar mentioned this to me and asked that I take a look. Do you mind? Actually, what's the problem? The voice interface mainframe, blah, blah, blah. Yes, why don't you just give it a keyboard input? Yes, we know, Gruthar mentioned. You can't make matters any worse than they already are. Go right ahead. Okay, but I'll need to ask a few things first. What's it all for? This is a mainframe computer system and related support devices. From here, all functions of the vault are remotely controlled. I see. Isn't this the vault overseer room? Normally, the Vault Overseer would be stationed here, but Vault 13 has been fully automated. Isn't that unusual? I don't know the full story, but at one point in the Vault's history, there was a rebellion. The Overseer was either killed or overthrown, I'm not sure which. Anyway, the leaders of the revolution didn't want to entrust the fate of the people to another Overseer, so they installed this mainframe. The records say it was purchased from the... what was the name? I remember, the Brotherhood of Steel. Can you tell me anything about this Brotherhood? No, I'm sorry, but I have no information on them. This all happened ages ago, and I've never found any references to them other than this one. However, it's my understanding that the Brotherhood was a military outfit, and there are some ruins of what appears to be a military base west of here. That may be what's left of them. Can you put that on my map? I friggin' hope so. Let's talk about more. Do you want to be here? Oh yeah, I've liked it here ever since I stumbled upon the place. I don't really want to leave. I've always been a loner, and I don't much care for people. No offense intended. None taken. What do you think of the Death Claws? Well, in some ways I admire them for what they are and what they are trying to become. In other ways, they scare the hell out of me. I don't think I'll ever get used to the fact that they're just as smart as I am. Well, some of them. Do you think they're a threat to humans? Oh, absolutely. They're far superior to us physically, and they are our equals mentally. That makes them a pretty big threat. However, it all comes down to morals and ethics in the end. Fortunately, they seem ethically and morally well developed. I see what you mean. I think I'll be going now, buddy, though I will try and loot you on the way out. Oh my god, he's got an assault rifle and a shitload of ammo. Yeah, let's not fuck with that guy, even if he is just the IT dude. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I know you're messed up. I'm not going to help you unless you get out of my way. Alright, well let's mess with this computer, shall we? Hello, you examine the computer terminal, but you cannot find anything obviously wrong with it. What do? Run the diagnostics program. You are certain that the system should have a set of diagnostic routines available. However, the keyboard input seems to have been disabled. This unit accepts voice commands only. What you do? Leave it alone for now. I'm just going to mess with it from here and activate that voice module, which should be absolutely miles away in our inventory because we've been holding onto it forever. Here it is. That wasn't very far away at all. There you go. I thought I put it in. Open it up and look it inside. Fuck it. Peering into the massive cables and circuit boards, you find that the system has been deliberately sabotaged. One of the circuit boards, the voice recognition module, is beyond repair and must be replaced. All you need to do is find a replacement one. I have found one. You know this. Oh, you install the module in the terminal and the system is repaired. Can I now talk to it, or what? Welcome, Vault Dweller. For your convenience, this Vault-Tec terminal has been modified to respond to vocal commands. Please vocalize your command now. Oh, you've got to be confused with someone else. You see, I'm not the Vault Dweller. I am the Chosen One. A light blinks on the terminal as it makes various clickering and whirring sounds. After several seconds, text appears on the monitor. Sorry, I did not understand your command. Please repeat your command. Make sure you are talking directly into the microphone in a clear and precise manner. Vault-Tec apologizes for any inconvenience. Thank you. Run diagnostics. Please wait while I initiate diagnostics check. Vault-Tec appreciates your patience. Thank you for waiting. Diagnostics check complete. All systems are working properly. After all, you're using Vault-Tec. Switch to keyboard mode. Search database for anything of interest. Okay, 3 files that might be worth a look. Vault Dweller's Survival Guide, abridged. Vault 13 Timeline and Overseer's Logs. Let's go with this. What's my survival guide? Welcome to Vault 13, the latest in a series of public defense works from Vault-Tec, your contractor of choice when it comes to the best in nuclear shelters. Vault-Tec, America's final word in homes. The this is boring, isn't it? Vault 13 Timeline sounds more interesting. As you read over the beginning of the timeline, you find it interesting that no reason is given for why the vault didn't open 10 years after the Great War, as it was originally designed to. Browsing ahead, you don't find much of interest until the year 2161, when the vault's only working water chip breaks down. You feel a surge of pride as you read about your grandfather being selected for the important task of leaving the vault and scouring the wasteland for a replacement water chip. However, it feels a little odd, seeing as your tribe's most revered legend told in a simple bullet point format. Continuing down the timeline, you read of your grandfather's success and the subsequent exile, and how several other vault dwellers chose to join him rather than remain in the relative safety of the vault. I didn't know that part. and you discover that the Overseer was eventually tried and executed by the remaining Vault Dwellers. Oh, I liked him, though. It wasn't really his fault. The final entry in the timeline is dated May of 2242. It seems that for the first time, Vault 13 was sent an all-clear signal from an unknown source. After some debate, the Vault Dwellers decided to open the vault doors to see what awaited them on the surface world. There is no record of what happened to them after that. Well, I'm going to access the Overseer's logs. Authorization required. We're going to hack it, fuck it. After several long minutes of working at your technical magic, you finally hack your way into the Overseer's logs. However, it seems that every entry except for the final one has been deleted. Alright, let's see what it has to say. This is it. Consider these my final words, as I doubt I'll ever live to write another entry. Oh no, the people of the vault have spoken, and they made it quite clear that they want my head. I knew this day would come, ever since he managed to rile them up by doing the impossible. Sure, he saved all our lives, but he also ruined everything. Let it be known that I took little joy in exiling our great hero, but I had no choice in the matter. His adventures in the outside world had changed him too much. He was too great a threat to the project. Had I let him remain among us, he might have uncovered the true nature of the vaults and jeopardized the experiment. What? What? Even if he didn't, he'd at least inspire others to venture outside, which would be just as bad. He simply had to go. There was no other option. But even that wasn't enough. No, I'm afraid the damage had already been done. I allowed his most stubborn supporters to follow him into exile, and then tried to reassert my control over those who remained. But it was no use. I'd already been vilified. So be it. The only thing I'm guilty of is an entire lifetime of carrying out the demands of our great nation. My only regret is that Vault 13 is not likely to complete the social experiment. Once I've been disposed of, I feel certain the others will leave the vault. Not right away, of course. I've instilled too much fear in them of the outside world, but eventually, they're bound to overcome that fear. I have very little faith that Vault 13 will remain closed until 2277 as the experiment dictates. I am afraid that I have failed my duty as Overseer. I can only hope that the rest of the public vaults involved in this societal preservation program have been more successful. To my superiors, who I'm certain will one day read this, forgive me. And may God bless America. Search for any other... What did I get there? 800 XP, that's all. Search for any other files that contain information on the Societal Preservation Program. After hours of scouring through the computer's archives, you're able to locate a few hidden documents concerning the Societal Preservation Program. As you read over them, you uncover a rather disturbing truth about the vaults. They were never intended to save the population of the United States. Incredibly, all 122 of Vault-Tech's public vaults were part of a grand social experiment orchestrated by the US government. Only 17 of those vaults, dubbed control vaults, were designed to function correctly. It seems Vault 8 was one of the lucky few. The rest were meant to have various critical flaws so that the government could study the pre-selected occupants and see how they react to the stresses of their situations and how well they're able to recolonize once the vaults open. It seems Vault 13's role in the experiment was to remain closed for 200 years to test the effects of prolonged isolation. Apparently the breaking down of the water chip was unintended and forced the Overseer to select your grandfather to go out and fetch a new chip. After some more digging around, you managed to find descriptions of some other experiments. Vault 12's door was designed to never to close, so that the arseholes behind this experiment could study the effects of radiation on the selected population. If you recall the legend correctly, Vault 12 was located under the ghoul-filled city of Necropolis, where the Vault Dweller finally found the water chip. It seems quite likely that the ghouls were a result of the experiment. Vault 15, another key location in the Vault Dweller's quest, was to be populated by people with radically diverse ideologies that would be sealed in the vault together for 50 years. Vault 27 was to be purposefully overcrowded with 2,000 people, double the maximum capacity. That couldn't have been pretty. Vault 29 was to be populated only by those under the age of 16, with their parents purposefully redirected to other vaults. 34's experiment involved an armory overstocked with weapons and ammo, and of course not provided with a lock. How pleasant. 36 suffered from food extruders, which were designed to produce only a thin, watery gruel, while 42 was outfitted only with dim lighting. No light bulbs of over 40 watts were provided. 53's equipment was designed to break down every few months. While repairable, the constant breakdowns were meant to test the stress of the inhabitants. You wonder how many expert mechanics and technicians that Vault produced. 55 would have all of its entertainment tapes removed, while 56 would have all entertainment tapes removed with the exception of one featuring a particularly bad comic actor. Amazing. 68 was to be occupied by 999 males and only one female. Oh god, you can imagine the horrors that took place in there. Well, 69 on the other hand was to be occupied. Are they gonna do a funny sex joke? On the other hand was to be occupied by 999 females and only one male. Interesting. Vault 70's jumpsuit extruders were designed to fail after 6 months. And finally, a 106 was designed so that 10 days after being sealed, it would begin releasing psychoactive drugs into the air filtration system. I like how it ends with possibly one of the most fucked up ones. And just 2 before it, it's Vault 69. Fantastic. Well, we've learned a lot. That is utterly terrifying. I actually didn't know this. I knew Vault-Tec were a shady government thing, but I didn't know any of that. And I'm so happy that I've now learned that. So much Fallout lore has just been drilled into my brain. And hopefully yours too. Well, I believe now we just got to talk to Gruthar, right? You have restored my faith in humans. I thank you for all you have done for the pack. Is there something that I can do for you in return? You said you would let me know if you found a Geck here. Did you locate one? Yes, there was a Geck in the vault storage room. However, it is missing. I am sorry that I cannot give it to you as reward for the generous help. Thanks. That's all good, because I've already stolen it. Hello, my friend. You've saved the pack, and we thank you. What about you? You pack friend. You save pack by fixed machine. What about you, buddy? You got anything to say? If he hasn't got anything to say, yeah, he doesn't have anything to say. I probably won't go back and see everyone else then. That's Vault 13. I think I'm happy with that. I expected a little bit more to happen. But it's kind of I guess it would have happened if you fought all the Deathclaws, but me being a nice guy did not kill all the fucking Deathclaws. So I guess now, all we can do is return to Arroyo. And maybe look into the Enclave. Ah! Oh boy! Woohoo! I wish I didn't. That was horrible.
All of our futures die too. We have little left in both time.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've got it.
Hurry.
Jesus, you terrified me. I know it's October, man, but come on. I'm trying to avoid horror games at the moment until you guys demand them out of me. This is probably going up towards the end of October, actually. San Francisco. And the military base. Hello, ladies. Not yet. Now we rush to Arroyo. Why can I not? Arroyo still exists, right? Or is it just because it's going to try and make me go across some water or something? Uh-oh. No, I don't want to encounter a swarm of mantis. I don't have time to be squashing bugs. We got a Geck to deliver. I don't even know what that is, so I'm kind of intrigued. You know what? I'll deal with these. What the hell? Oh, it's these things. We haven't seen these since, the Masters. Is it the Masters base, or was it the other place? Yeah, the Masters place in Fallout 1. Interesting, I didn't know you still existed. Time to blast off your head. Welcome back, guys, to Arroyo. It has been too long, my wonderful boy.
The shadow of darkness arrived before you.
Don't smile at me then.
Too many seasons.
Let me help.
And too many wounds chosen. Instead, you must listen. Dark souls came. They took everyone. A rush of wind came. On it were great dragonflies that spat flame. Evil men crawled from the beasts' bellies and brought death to our warriors.
Our warriors can stop them? Of course not. They're pathetic dudes with
spirit
spears.
was willing, but the spearheads were weak. The evil ones burned our warriors with the lights of hell. All
They killed
were
everyone.
dead or taken. My spirit returned to flesh only to reveal the truth to the chosen.
What happened to the ones taken?
Mist stole their minds and sent
Why are
them
you
to the
talking in
land
so
of
cryptic
sleep.
language? Tell us what
Evil
happened.
walked among the dreamers, yet did not dream. The beast
And then?
swallowed all, then took to the winds.
Which way were the winds that
Did
they
you never
followed
listen
going?
when I taught you the yearly dance of the wind spirits? South, of course.
Your descriptions were so vivid and powerful, great Hakunin, that I was often stricken senseless for the duration of your
They
lessons.
traveled the wind south. I overheard the dark souls speaking. They planned to rest their beasts at a place named Navarro before crossing the great basin of our Earth Mother's tears.
You mean the ocean?
Of tears cried by a mother for her children. For me.
What shall I do?
Nothing. Chosen, you must seek the fold of the Dark Ones and rescue our people.
I will try. I'm sorry, Hakunin.
You are the chosen. You must do.
Hakunin? Oh, bitch on is dead. Did I do something wrong? Or does that always happen? Did I take too long? Was I meant to do the Enclave first? I don't know, but we reap what we sow. Navarro is right there. That's not where we're going. We're going to take on this fucking military base. No one messes with our roots. Fuck off, cannibals. Oh, I probably should have killed those. That would have made me feel a little better. Mess up a few absolute scums. I don't care. Oh, I could help the rad scorpions, but to be honest, let's just hope the cannibals get their own fucking arms ripped up. Why are there so many cannibals around? What the hell's going on? We just ran into cannibals 3 times in a row. Is it because we're going across, like, the completely barren area of the map? I don't know. But welcome to the Enclave. And it's basically nothing but dogs. Guys, that is where I'm going to leave today's session. I genuinely believe in the next one we will be finishing off Fallout 2. Though, one thing I should mention, I do not believe we have time to do New Vegas before the Outer Worlds comes out, and I would absolutely adore to jump on Outer Worlds when it comes out. So I will do Fallout New Vegas, but it'll probably be when I end up doing Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4 instead. And maybe I'll do Tactics at some point, we will see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that amazing stuff. It really does help out both me and the channel. And I will see you in the next one. But for now, this is Strike signing off. Goodbye!